TikTok. This social media app is known to create viral sensations from some of the most niche or unusual types of content. From messy mukbangs to fragrance reviews.
Oh! What was that? Was that something out of my nose?
There is no shortage of creators who have gained popularity from the videos they post online. While my last two examples were mostly harmless, what happens when it's the opposite? What happens when someone's content almost exclusively revolves around feeding their young children unhealthy junk food? This is the Donut Mom.
We got McDonald's for lunch. We got pizza. We got Taco Bell. We got McDonald's. We cooked pizza. Kids don't get pizza very often, so figured I'd do a fun treat and give them some pizza. Give them a break from all the home cooking. We got pizza.
Now, if you think the diet the Donut Mom chooses to feed her children is bad, there are much worse revelations about her parenting that would eventually come to light. This story starts with simple food videos, but quickly turns into a tale ripe with abuse, sexual degeneracy, and visits from Child Protective Services. This is the disturbing Donut Mom rabbit hole. Donut Mom, whose real name is Alexandra Sable, is a 28-year-old mother of three who quickly gained over 800,000 followers from posting videos of the terrible food she feeds her kids starting in 2023. From the beginning, the main kind of content she would post revolved around cooking and plating food for her children. Her content would mostly fly under the radar for the first year she was posting, with occasional videos of her cleaning her dirty living spaces garnering up to 10,000 views. It wouldn't be until January 2024 where she would post a video with the caption, "Plate my 1-year-old's breakfast with me." Alexandra can be observed lazily throwing 3 powdered donuts and an applesauce squeeze tube on a plate before unenthusiastically giving it to her daughter. This is how she earned her infamous title, the Donut Mom. Now, I don't think you need to be a nutritionist to know that feeding a toddler sugary donuts for breakfast isn't a good idea. Out of curiosity, I wanted to actually find out just how much sugar is okay for a 1-year-old to consume in a single day. According to the CDC and the American Academy of Pediatrics, children under 2 years old should have 0 grams of added sugar per day. Natural sugars in things like fruits and vegetables are completely okay, but the added sugars in things like powdered donuts should be avoided entirely. Shocker. This video would spark outrage across TikTok, with users everywhere criticizing Alexandra's actions and voicing their concerns for her kids. One way Alexandra would respond to her newfound critics would be by showing other videos of her breakfast that contained things like eggs and real fruit. However, these examples are few and far between the other unhealthy meals. The reality is, there's an overabundance of TikToks showcasing Alex calling herself a lazy mom while cooking her kids frozen slop or ordering takeout from fast food restaurants like McDonald's or Wendy's.
We got Wendy's. We got Wendy's. We got Wendy's.
In one of Donut Mom's most popular TikToks, she flat out states she's a mom who never cooks while serving her kids Papa John's pizza.
We got pizza.
Try 4 pieces, please. Why?
I said no.
What did I get?
8-year-old's plate.
Always in a nightgown, always serving pizza, always breathing heavy, kitchen always filthy. This is so sad, like, I'm not even kidding. Your kids are gonna be 100 pounds by the time they're 10. Now that the Donut Mom was under the scrutiny of the public eye, people really began to analyze the food she was feeding her kids. She claims that it's nobody's business what she feeds them, but since she posts their meals every day, I'd argue she makes it everyone's business by default. In one instance, Alexandra filmed herself packing strawberries strawberries for her kids' school lunches. Keen observers would notice one of the strawberries that got packed had mold on it and rightfully left comments calling this out. Since Alex can't help but argue with the people in her comment section, she would get up in the middle of the night to prove that there was in fact mold on the strawberry. She wouldn't see it though, and ended up putting the strawberry back in the bag for her kid to eat.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm about to go to bed, but let's go check. It was in the 6-year-old lunchbox, right?
3x speed because she's slow.
No mold. A little squishy, so I might not give her that one, but no mold. No mold.
Donut Mom detractors would also start to observe more than just her food. The disgusting state of her stove and countertops would also become a popular talking point. In just about any of Alexandra's cooking videos, you can easily see the varying levels of filth and grime coating her stovetop. And sometimes she will just leave old food to crust and rot on the stove for days at a time. This lazy behavior is likely the main reason why Alexandra's homes become infested with flies, maggots, and roaches. There's TikToks on her page where you can see roaches crawling around on the walls behind her, and there's even a cooking video where you can see a dead roach right next to the burner she's cooking on. There's also an infamous Donut Mom incident that features a fork covered in maggots. While Alex is cooking, you can see a fork with little maggots crawling all over it placed right beside her. Cleaning is clearly not something Alexandra is a fan of doing, and this fact will become even more apparent after you see the state of her home. Donut Mom's filthy living conditions would be put on display for everyone to see after she agreed to do an interview with a woman named Mariah Monae. Mariah Monae runs a Facebook group that's called Mama Drama. This group focuses on covering the dramas surrounding online moms. Apparently, Alex has been a member of this group for years, and once other members realized this fact, she was immediately asked to do an interview with Mariah. For some insane reason, Alexandra thought this would be a great idea and agreed to do it.
So I've been in this group, Mama Drama, for like over 2 years now, ran by Mariah Monae. And they just realized I was in there. And Mariah wants to do an interview with me. And all of the girls were saying, she won't do it. She's gonna leave the group. You know, whatever. But y'all know I'm not scared of anything. They can give me their best shot. I get dragged every single day on TikTok and Facebook. They can't say no worse to me than y'all have. They think I'm too scared to do the interview? Absolutely not. I know a lot of women are scared of Mama Drama and don't want to get involved because the women can be so brutal on there. Bring it on. I'm not scared of y'all. I'm not scared of nobody. I know who I am. I know the type of mother that I am. And I'm a damn good mother. So give me your best shot. And if y'all want to watch the interview, let me know.
The interview between Mariah and the Donut Mom would take place soon after this video, and it would uncover some truly disturbing things.
Are you ready? You look a little nervous. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Starting with the disheveled state of her home, Mariah asked Alexandra to give her a house tour. She would happily oblige and showed off her filthy living spaces.
Okay.
This is my living room.
Okay. Okay. This is your authentic living room.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I didn't clean it all today. I wanted you to see what it looks like on a daily basis.
Yeah, no. Can we get a little close up? See, I just want to see, what's hanging around. Okay. Lots of those are Amazon packages and toys.
Yep. Toys, packages. My couch has kind of become the catch-all most of the time. So, bunch of shoes that don't get put up.
Okay. Have you thought about maybe like getting something to put them, or it's just easier for you guys to find like if they're just thrown around? Some people are like that.
No, I have something right there. They just always get thrown off. I have a 3-year-old. She likes to play with shoes and try everyone's shoes on. So I put them up at the end of the day, but she always takes them out.
Okay.
So.
And then how many kids you got living there?
3.
3. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate. Let me get a close up of that couch. I just want to. Okay. Now, what you got over here? Is it boxes, toys?
Yeah, it's like Hello Kitty stuff. I have a lot of Hello Kitty stuff. Um, clothes that I haven't put away, toys.
As you can see, it's an absolute mess with garbage and clutter littered across every surface. We then are taken to the kitchen, which tells a similar story. Once again, there's clutter and garbage covering the floor, table, and every single countertop. She also has a mountain of unclean dishes in the sink, her stove has its typical disgusting grime, and her microwave looks like a red sauce bomb went off inside of it.
How many adults live here?
2.
Two. Just you and your husband. You're a stay-at-home
Yeah.
mom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And over here is the famous counter that's always behind me in my videos. A lot of people think it's trash on my counter, but it's food. I actually have something on the way to put the food up in, like pantries to put together. But they haven't come here yet, so when they will, this counter will be gone. Cause it's
Is
like
that Cheeto mac and cheese?
Yes.
I have never seen nothing like that. That's crazy. That's terrible. But yeah, wow. Didn't know that
This
even
is
exists.
all food. This
Oh,
is just
wow.
all food that we get, and I don't have anywhere to put it right now, so I just put it on the counter.
So your cabinets and stuff, they're full, so you just don't have anywhere else to put any of this food.
Yeah, like all my I have a shelf back here full of dishes. I have a
Can
shelf
I get a
right
close
here.
up of the shelf? Can we get a close up? Lots of Tupperware, okay.
It's like all dishes. I have way too many dishes. I know. That's dishes. All dishes. This is a crock pot I just got. I haven't put away yet.
A new crock pot, okay.
And that's where I keep my paper plates and potatoes and stuff like that. And then this is my main dish cabinet.
Okay.
So it's all full. I have way too many dishes.
Right. Okay, I mean, at least they're in a cabinet.
Right. And then I have dirty dishes, of course.
Can I see the dirty dishes real quick? I just want to. All right. How many days worth of dishes is that?
2.
2 days. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Lots of pots and pans and stuff. Now nobody in the house helps you. Like if they see there's a bunch of dishes, no one offers to do them.
No, not really. My boyfriend will every once in a while load the dishwasher, but most of the time it's me. And then this is my stove. This is just this is clean, and this is just the meat thawing out for dinner.
Okay.
So, and that's what I made lunch on today.
Okay. What'd you make for lunch?
Chicken nuggets and fries. My toddler's pretty picky when it comes to her foods. There's not much she will eat, and she will literally go hungry. So,
Is that the microwave up top?
yeah.
Can I see the inside? I just want to. Yeah. We doing a home tour. I'm real nosy.
It's
Okay.
messy.
And what's that in there?
Just like I guess sauce or something that got spilled in there.
Okay. And will you use the microwave again, or like you're gonna clean it maybe before you use it?
Yeah, no, this would be cleaned before I use it. I don't know. I might would use it again.
Yeah. I mean.
Eventually, Mariah has Alexandra take us into her bedroom. Unsurprisingly, the mountains of clutter continue to make appearances throughout every room in the house. What is surprising is the fact that Alexandra has a bunch of pet rabbits that mostly free roam her room. And if you look closely, you can see that there's rabbit shit all over her floors. This is okay for Alex though, because she claims rabbit feces is just regurgitated hay, therefore making it not dirty.
That's my bunny's hay, my bunny's pellets.
Okay, so you have your bunnies like hay and pellets in your room where you sleep.
Yeah, the bunnies are in here too, except for
Wait,
one
the
of them.
bunnies are in your room? Like, are they in a cage or they're chilling in your room?
2 are in a cage and the rest just chill in the room.
Can I see the bunnies?
Yeah. Are they under the bed,
Wait,
Jace?
this is your room where you sleep?
Yeah.
And that's your bureau. And so the bunnies are in the room where you sleep. And well, obviously they're not trained because they poop everywhere. Okay, so this is the room and the
They
bunnies.
do have litter boxes, but unfortunately we're still working on it.
Okay. How do you deal with does the rabbit poop smell? Like, how do you deal with that while you're sleeping?
No, so the rabbit poop is just like regurgitated hay. So it's not like regular animal poop. You can look it up. It's just like dried hay.
Okay,
So,
so
it doesn't have a
okay,
smell.
can we get a fact check on that in the comments? So rabbit poop is just regurgitated hay. It's not like bad. It's not like real poop. Can we get a chat GPT on that?
I can fact check that for sure. Rabbit poop is not regurgitated hay. It is in fact still feces. They drop what are called fecal pellets and cecotropes, one of which they eat. While these droppings are considered dry, odorless, and not inherently filthy, they can still contain bacteria or parasites. So it's probably not a good idea to have a house with floors covered in this stuff when you have 3 small children. After the bedroom tour, Donut Mom heads into the bathroom, which is an absolute nightmare. She starts by showing us her bathtub, which is filled with old, nasty-looking, cloudy water and her kids' toys. Alexandra claims that the water is from the night before, and the reason she hasn't drained it is because her drain drains too slow.
Oh wow. So okay, it's looking kind of swampy, girl. I'm not gonna lie. When's the last time the water was taken out of there?
This was actually just last night. I just didn't dump it.
Okay. Can I ask why you didn't dump it, or did it just stress you out to like dump it?
It drains really slow.
Okay.
So I just sometimes don't the day of.
Okay. All right.
This doesn't make much sense. If the bathtub drains that slowly, wouldn't you make sure to unplug it after it's done being used to ensure it's drained by the morning? And apart from the stagnant bathwater looking nasty, it's also a considerable drowning hazard for her children. Not to make this dark, but the leading cause of death for children between the ages of 1 and 4 is unintentional drowning. Now, knowing this, I don't think it's too outlandish to consider Donut Mom's full, unattended bathtub a safety hazard for her young ones. After showing Mariah her bathtub, Alexandra would move on to her toilet. This toilet is ripped straight out of a horror movie. There is literally poop spray and flies crawling all around the bowl. And I'm not kidding, if you look closely, you can see actual flies crawling around in and on the toilet.
The toilet. Can I just see the sides of the toilet? I just, I just want to see the sides. Let's see. Okay. All right.
I clean the toilet pretty frequently. So
Do you ever clean the side, like right there where all that?
this side's harder to get to because it's like very narrow.
Okay.
So I clean that one about once a month, but I clean this side every time I clean the toilet.
So you clean the sides of the toilet once a month?
No, just this side.
Just that one side? Yeah, I definitely can tell it's once a month. Okay. All right. There's a ring around the toilet as well. Now, is your man like, is he like a bigger man? It's like he can't bend down and like maybe try to help you clean the grime, or he's just cool with it?
I don't even think he notices the side of the toilet, to be honest.
Okay. All right.
I've honestly seen cleaner toilets inside shady gas stations located in the middle of nowhere. The live stream with Mariah would end with Donut Mom cooking one of her infamous meals. And while plating her daughter's dinner, she would claim her mom smacks her in the face.
Thank you, baby. I was joking.
Smack me in my face.
Don't even. Do not come up here and lie about that. That's not even funny. It's not a funny joke. You don't lie about stuff like that.
Nah, he said that as soon as the camera started rolling. Man, kids say the darndest thing. He really gonna say you slapped him in his face?
Yeah, that's my 6-year-old. She has a lying thing she's been doing recently. And she even admitted it was a joke.
Right. So you don't. I'll ask you that tomorrow on stage. We just make note of that, Ma. Whoever's making notes for my questions tomorrow.
Donut Mom claims her daughter has a lying thing going on, but just minutes later, the daughter once again says her mom smacks her in the face, and she tells people at school that her mom does this.
No, and you said something about me slapping you in the face. Why are you lying again? Yeah, you are. I know you lied. Don't tell people I smack you in the face. That's not even funny. What? You tell people that at school too?
So she sound like she's saying she tell people at school you slap her in the face.
Apparently.
Damn.
That's fucking wild, bro.
The following day, Mariah would conduct a paywalled interview with Alexandra on her Patreon. In one part of this interview, she would confront Alexandra on whether or not she hits her kids. While she initially denied this the day prior, Alex would admit to hitting her kids. She even had a nickname for it called popping.
I personally, I believe your daughter. I believe her when she said that you slapped her. And then the second time when she said you do slap me. And so my question to you, you're not the first person who's ever came on my stage. And I've had a discussion about people putting their hands on their kids. In fact, I had a woman come on stage before and on it's actually on the Patreon. It was a spanking debate and hitting kids debate, and she's like, well, what am I supposed to do? And she said she does hit her kids. And I explained, okay, well, what's the problem? What's happening when you're deciding to put your hands on your kids? And she says, well, this is happening. And so I directed her, okay, well, you could do this differently. So my question to you, right, is are you going to sit on the stage and tell me again that your daughter was lying in the live last night?
Yes, I am. I have never hit her in her face.
Have you hit her at all?
I have popped her hand. I have popped her butt. I have never hit her in her face.
So you've given her a spanking and you have hit her hand.
Yes.
Okay. And what led you to giving her a spanking?
The only time I have ever popped her hand or oh, you mean like a spanking on the butt?
Yeah, like what? Yeah, yes.
I don't remember. That was when she was like 3. I've only ever gave her a pop or a spanking for hitting, biting, something physical. Something that I don't feel timeout will fix. I
Okay.
tried to stop and do the gentle parenting thing, and then everybody told me that I was letting her walk all over me. I did the gentle parenting thing for 2 years.
And
So
what
I
do you
completely
consider what's your version of gentle parenting? What do you consider that to be?
time out, taking things away. I stopped popping them completely. Um, in fact, my 3-year-old has been popped maybe once. On her hand. I've never popped her butt. I I don't pop for just everything. I only do it for physical things. But
So
I
if
gentle parented
she
too.
hits her, okay, she hits her sister, she's getting hit back.
Right.
Okay. Do you honestly think that you can teach a child not to hit someone by hitting them?
No.
Regardless about how you feel about physically disciplining your kids, I think we can all agree that slapping your young children in the face to stop them from hitting each other isn't going to help stop that behavior. Another part of this interview that stands out was a story about Alexandra's boyfriend, Taylor. He's the father of 2 out of the 3 children. Alexandra describes a story that took place while she and Taylor were broken up for a period of time. At some point during their separation, Alex got involved in a polyamorous relationship. The throuple would all live together and sometimes even appeared in some of Alexandra's TikToks helping out the children. Taylor would still come to the house on occasions and even stayed the night, presumably to spend time with his kids. One night, Taylor would strip naked and stand outside Alexandra's bedroom while she was inside with her 2 other partners. He would then proceed to masturbate to whatever he was witnessing and left a puddle of jizz on the floor for someone else to find.
Okay, so Taylor is your current boyfriend.
Yes.
So what is this situation with outside of some door?
So me, James, and Dana were in the bedroom one night and
Okay, James and Dana. Okay, Taylor is the one who you're with now, who was in front of the door, and Dana and the other dude, that was the throuple people, correct?
oh yeah, I didn't mean to say their name. Oops. Sorry.
Okay, we don't got last name. It's not that deep. So you're in the room with the throuples, and Taylor's outside the door.
Yes, we didn't know he was outside the door until we went my ex went to step outside of the door and stepped in a pile of jizz.
This is disturbing for many reasons. Donut Mom claims that Taylor did this late at night, so there's no way her children could have witnessed this happen. This doesn't really mean anything. I'd like to propose two very realistic situations that would easily make this excuse for their degeneracy null and void. Firstly, imagine if their kids woke up and decided to go to their mother's room for something, only to see their father ass naked pleasuring himself outside of her door. That is not something they need to see and will likely traumatize them. In the second scenario, let's entertain the idea that kids don't wake up in the middle of the night for any reason and they sleep soundly until the morning. Taylor still ejaculated onto the floor and left the puddle there for someone else to find. This easily could have been one of her kids the following morning had they not discovered it first. This whole situation is truly disgusting. Another thing Taylor likes to do outside of leaving random piles of cum all over the place is walk around the house with a loaded firearm. Now, I have no issues with the Second Amendment, but there really is no appropriate reason for him to be casually strolling around his house full of kids with his pistol out. He claims he has it because of a previous attempted robbery and that the guns are kept out of reach of the children. Taylor's firearm should be more than out of reach. It should be secured safely in a gun safe that his kids can't get into. Doing something like placing it on a high shelf or in the closet is a deadly accident waiting to happen, especially when you consider the fact that Alexandra will sometimes leave her at the time 7-year-old home alone.
Literally, like I said, I will only go 5 minutes up the street and leave my 7-year-old for like 5 minutes if I'm going just to the gas station for milk or something. But I still bring my 2-year-old and I still bring my 5-year-old because he's not quite yet old enough to watch his younger sisters, even though he always asks.
Now, I'm gonna say something that has been echoed by plenty of other people before me, but I think it's an important fact to drive home. If Alex believes her 7-year-old is incapable of looking after his 2 younger siblings, he's probably not capable of looking after himself. A sad reality is, Donut Mom can hardly look after her children herself. Her young daughter has literally left the house and started wandering the neighborhood without Alexandra even realizing before. The daughter would eventually be taken in by a concerned neighbor who posted in a local community Facebook group about the young child they found wandering the roads. This post has been deleted, but Alexandra's replies in the comments section have been thankfully archived. I appreciate you finding my daughter. It's easy to say it would never happen to them until it does. I appreciate you not being judgmental, but just having her best interest in mind and taking her in so no one came to harm her. I hate that she wandered out, but I'm thankful you were the house she wandered to. She would also leave this additional comment. I'm sorry some people were rude to you. I know you were just trying to find us and I was still in bed. Thankfully, her grandma had seen it because she thought she was in bed with me. Thank you for your kind heart. Alexandra is extremely lucky that her ineptitude didn't get her daughter kidnapped and that she was just taken in by a concerned neighbor. This kind of situation could have easily ended with a tragedy. Now from here, I'd like to circle back to Mariah Monae's second interview with Donut Mom. I kind of went off on a small tangent about Alexandra's shitty parenting before I covered the most disturbing allegation to come from Mariah's interview. What I'm about to discuss truly highlights just how sick and twisted both Alexandra and her boyfriend Taylor truly are. During the second interview, Mariah would confront Alexandra about rumors involving Child Protective Services visiting her home. These rumors ended up being true. Alexandra would explain that CPS paid her a visit after Taylor accused her of sexually assaulting their daughter. She would deny these claims and in return accuse Taylor of sexually assaulting her instead.
Never actually publicly said that he accused me of this. He accused me of assaulting my daughter.
Girl, this man accused you of assaulting your daughter to be petty and you are with him now?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you really need therapy very bad. So what exactly did he say to them?
That our then 3-year-old went to his house for a visit and made a motion with his fingers and said that I did that to Brooklyn, like opening her. And he also said that she had a cigarette burn on her ankle. She had, on the back of her ankle, she had a, what's it called? When you get a new pair of shoes and
Yeah.
they rub up, she had that because I had bought her a new pair of shoes and he said it was a cigarette burn.
Okay. How the can you forgive someone for accusing you of, like, what goes through your mind after that? Like, I need to know when this happened, what was going through your mind, and how do you get to the level of forgiving him to be with him again? Because that's such a serious accusation.
He apologized.
Girl, he said, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and that was it? That's all it took?
Um, I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
you guys are back together. And what came of those allegations with CPS? Like, what ended up happening?
they tested her for and found nothing. They asked my son if I had ever done anything to his sister. He said no. They found absolutely zero proof that I had ever done anything like that because I never have and never would. And I actually didn't forgive him for a long time. I wouldn't even talk to him unless it was about the kids because I said, you should know better than that to ever accuse me of something. And for a while there, I actually thought maybe he was doing something because, if you accuse someone of something, most of the time you're doing it. But I mean, I, they tested her, so obviously she had never been from either side. So
You heard that correctly. Yes, Taylor accused her of doing horrendous things to her daughter. And yes, she thinks he may have done those same horrible things to her daughter as well, but he said sorry, so I guess that makes it all okay. These people are truly vile. This interview with Mariah was conducted in late 2025, and the Donut Mom has done nothing since then to try and become a better parent. It seems like she's separated from Taylor again, so that's arguably a slight improvement, but with this pair's tumultuous history, it's likely they will get back together again. Alexandra has started to post videos about cooking healthy meals for her kids, but these are again few and far between all of the other videos showing off her fast food and takeout orders. It actually looks like Alexandra has put on 100 pounds since her interview with Mariah just a handful of months ago. It's kinda crazy. If she doesn't start learning new healthy meals or stop ordering fast food, she's fixing to be the next candidate for TLC's My 600 Pound Life. Now, at the end of the day, my heart goes out to the children involved in this situation. They're stuck living in a house full of garbage and clutter with floors covered in rabbit poop. Their parents are degenerates stuck in a toxic relationship cycle of separating and reconnecting constantly. Their mother has made a career out of feeding them fast food and slop. And to top it all off, they've been potentially assaulted by the same people that are supposed to keep them safe. This whole situation is truly tragic. This has been the Disturbing Donut Mom Rabbit Hole. If you made it to this point in the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to learn about this horrible mother. I'd like to give a shout out to all of my channel members. I appreciate the hell out of your guys' continued support. And if you would like a few extra hours of content each week, I do a live stream every Sunday night at 8 p.m. EST. Consider stopping by. With all of that being said, I'm Nick Nobody, and until next time, I'm out.